Welcome to Cairo, not Cairo. Once the queen of this little Egypt, the blue Ohio and brown Mississippi, it's Nile. Flow together but not at once. Two separate but equal colors meet, make a line. My father was a kind man. Did errands at Blue Front Restaurant and Lunchroom. First class meals. 1 of 21 restaurants. 10 white and 11 colored. Cairo, this was the north, but you couldn't look out the same windows. Water came from the same source, but couldn't be drunk from the same fountains. Cairo is a lovely town, filled with nice houses, with nice front yards, front and backyards. Shade provided by trees, provided by the city. The houses white, the neighborhoods white, the schools, of course, white. Cairo, where they rode around town dressed in a white sheet. Just made noise. Said, made noise. I had not seen what he had seen. What my father had seen was a girl, assaulting, accusing, testifying this man because she was white. But he was black and could have, therefore must have been him. Mob went to the city jail, searched the cells, threatened to lynch the police chief and jailer if they would not produce. The victim became the enemy. And the mob became the soldiers. 10,000 men, women, and children filled from side to side the entire width of the 100-foot street. The crowd was composed almost entirely of strangers. A wild rush shouts through neighbors' yards, under fences, in order to get there, not to miss, to see, or maybe even participate. There were ways to find, to force the truth, they said, and when it was done, down the street to the double arch. Cairo citizens were not moved by race prejudice, nor did they permit themselves to be led into wanton destruction of property or the taking of innocent lives. They took an innocent life when someone turned on the lights on the arch flooding the street. The victim, the crowd, when they raised the victim so that all could see, when someone lowered a rope and the rope was pulled up by a dozen hands, when the rope broke, the living body fell, when they dragged the victim 50 feet to shoot, to burn, to lynch, rope to bind body. Strong rope with noose, steel, arch provided by city lighting, provided by arch to hang. Cut down. This time they cut off fingers, they cut off toes, they cut off other parts to cut them off. They used giant corkscrews to bore into the flesh. They made the victim eat those parts. Tell us you like it, they said, as they watched him eat. Thus they made the infamous parts their own. Thus, like an X-rated movie they enjoyed. And why this X-rated writing should it be read? Children were often there being taught to kill. To more than kill, to kill again and again and again. The crowd, the sight, the scene, what my father had seen. It's also what I had to know. White, what white had done, thought, what white does not think. An absence of white is not a given point. Extended line, blank for signing, if you don't mind my asking, why?